This is the 8th time.
attempt at this recording because he keeps name dropping me. Can you just be silent the whole time?
Can I drink my coffee?
Yes, you can drink your coffee. Just be silent the whole time and let me speak because I will not name drop.
Can I make toast?
You can make toast. You can make as much toast as you want. Just make sure you eat it all. Okay.
Aww.
Quick update. I cut and dyed my hair. I have now black hair and I look amazing.
Can I have Cheetos?
You can have Cheetos.
Can I make the kitchen as long as I shut up?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. My confidence is through the roof because me and Slenderman.
She's pretty.
I'm not pretty, but
A pity. Stop being
there's a
done.
knife right there.
Oh, we could talk about this.
Exactly. Okay. Me and Slenderman.
There's a knife to your face.
Me and Slenderman broke up on the 25th of July. I'm repeating that just in case y'all didn't hear that. Me and No, I hate Cheetos.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Slenderman broke up on the 25th of July, okay? Y'all are probably wondering why, and if you're not, then go you. I don't know. But to update you, if you are wondering why, there's 3 reasons. 3 main reasons. There are a billion other reasons, but I'm not going to be here for 7 days picking at all these things because that's just mean and not nice and not. No. The 3 main reasons, and that's it. And this is not a shit talking session. I am not shit talking him. No. What this is for is to update you on my life, and if that's what happened in life, that's what happened in life. So let me tell you. Okay? Okay. What?
Warning, there's a video coming after this of my ex, so stay tuned.
Yes, there is a video after this that I don't know if he's gonna make on his channel or I'm gonna make on my channel or something.
It's gonna be on your channel because mine's basically gaming and stuff.
Okay, my channel explaining his ex and his situation.
I don't know what happened.
I don't even know what happened yet. No.
Fuck. I knew I would do this. What'd you do? Slam this against my tooth that had the braces on.
Loser. Okay, so the first reason is that he. Well, I'm not thinking about the reason.
He would lie.
I know. He would cry all the time. And then.
Who's he worse
Oh, trust. Right, okay. I remember all 3 because I'm smart. Go me. Okay. So the first one, it's not as major as the other 2. It's just annoying. So, see this significant human being right here? He used to be, and he's still working on not being a pathological liar. He's getting good. He's being really good at telling the truth lately. We're hoping it's staying. But
I'm going into high school.
Where's the wood? I need to knock on wood. I knocked on wood. Okay, so he used to be pathological liar, and so I can pick up on the singles.
Not fun.
I can pick up on the singles really easily because I lived with him. I still do live with him. Okay, and so Slenderman would lie.
That would be your 4th.
4th? No, Shane, you mean 6th.
Oh, you need therapy then.
I've already gone through therapy. They've cleared me. I'm fine.
Mental hospital.
They cleared me, dude.
Mental hospital.
Therapy has cleared me.
Not with knives to me.
Oh my gosh.
He's not nice to me.
I'm not nice to him, no. No, I'm not. And I will own that fact to the day I die. I'll probably get nicer the older I get, but right now I'm not nice to him.
97. Hi, Shane. You want my house? What the fuck?
You name dropped yourself.
Remember, I'm allowed.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
I'm
care if he
allowed to
name
name drop myself.
He doesn't care if he name drops himself because he name drops himself all the time on his channel, so we're all good. I don't have to start this over for the 9th time. Okay, sorry. So he would lie a lot. He would, and then Slenderman.
He was worse than me, and that's
No. Slenderman was not worse than him. The example I give, it's not a true story, but like it's an example of what I mean. Of he would lie. He wouldn't lie about cheating. Like, oh my god, she's fine. No, nothing big, nothing important about cheating or grades or whatever, right? Okay, it was literally nothing about that. All it was about was the smallest things. The example I give is that he would get I would see like a scar on his arm because like childhood, you will fall down and you will get scars, right? And so I'm like, oh, what's that scar from? He's like, I want to learn about his life. I'm dating the kid. And so then he's like, oh yeah, I fell down in the road, and which is 100% believable because I fallen down the road and have a million scars all over me. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And that one,
That one.
kid, I don't even remember where half my scars
That
come
one is
from.
Damian Alley's.
I believe you. I just don't remember.
Do you know what I just did?
He name dropped.
Fine. It's fine. They're cousins. They have YouTube channels.
Oh, right.
They have TikToks. They have TikToks.
Right.
Goofball.
Right. See, I can name drop those people. Thought we're starting this for the ninth fucking time.
I saved her.
He saved me.
Am
I was about to go insane. What?
Am I good for something once?
Yes. Okay, so the example I give is that like he would fall and cut his arms, right, and stuff. And then because I have a friend who was also friends with the guy, they've been friends just as long as we have been friends, right? And so then I asked the guy, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, just like updating you on my life. Did you know? Because like I'm a yapper. If it's in my brain, it will most likely come out. Unless it's a secret, you tell me a week later it's forgotten because I don't care about secrets. It's just life. Yeah. Okay, so I would tell the guy about what I learned and be like, oh yeah, did you know Slender Man has a cut on his arm for when he fell down at like whatever random age in the road or something, right? Okay? And the guy would be like, oh, is it like this big or this small or something like that? And I was like, yeah, it is. And he would be like, oh yeah, no, we were roughhousing in the kitchen and I accidentally nicked him when we were making food. That was from like a couple weeks, like a week ago, or however long it takes for scars to heal, okay? Like that's just an example. That's not a true story, but that's an example of the small little itty bitty retarded things he would lie about. It was so annoying.
Slenderman does like to cook though. He makes some good food.
I've never had him make food for me, buddy. I don't know what you're on about.
He sent me pictures of the spaghetti he made. It looked good.
Okay, bud. Okay, so like it was just something like something dumb like that. And so then I'm like, okay, that's retarded. Why would you lie about a cut on your arm or something small like that? So I was like, that's dumb. And then my thinking got in. And so then I was like, well, if you can lie about something that small, that easily, that quickly, and calmly, and
What about
smoothly, without me picking up on it, because that motherfucker exists, he can most definitely lie about cheating or grades. I value cheating and grades like to the top tier level because grades, school,
high school?
yeah, high school. They're not supposed to know what school I'm in, what type of school, middle school, elementary, high school, college.
You're clearly in high school.
Worse.
You are this tall. This tall.
God, I love
You're
you.
this tall.
Okay, fine. I'm in high school, people.
So
Just
am
we
I.
can't say what grade.
Obviously, I'm not autistic. Well, I am autistic,
Yeah.
but not that autistic.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh my gosh, I cooked this. God, I'm killing myself. Okay, so it was just something like that, and it made me think, well, if he can lie about grades and he's one of us.
Sister.
What? Shane,
Fuck.
you're gonna wake up our parents.
Their parents, they get up in like 10 minutes.
No, they don't. Dude, they get up at 6 o'clock. It is 5:20.
Excuse me.
Go downstairs. Go away. I don't want to talk to you right now. Go away.
You can do whatever you want.
Go away. Killing myself. I'm generally
Shut up. Oh, shut up.
Okay. So if you can lie about something that small, you can lie about something big. I don't want to be there to figure that out. Okay. The other two are the major ones. Well, the bigger ones. You guys might think that I should swap around the order. I've been told that I should swap around the importance of it, but that's not how I view it. So I'm keeping it the way I'm keeping it. The second, or the middle important thing, least middle most important thing. The middle one. is that I have male friends. Shocker. Okay, I have friends that are guys.
She has a brother, for God's sake.
That was not part of the problem. Okay, and Slender Man. Okay, it started off with one guy. Okay, because Slender Man and that guy used to be best friends, and then they had a fight. And then they were no longer friends, but I'm still friends with that friend because he's my friend.
Correction, it was an argument, not a fight.
Okay. And so then Slender Man was like, can you not be friends with him? And I was like, no, because I've had a very close friend of mine leave me. I know how that feels, and I did not like it, so I'm not going to do that to another human being. No, I'm still going to be friends with him. And Slender Man was like, well, I'm pissed at you now. And I'm like, well, I don't want my boyfriend being pissed at me, so let's make a compromise. Because in this household, you live by compromises. Compromises are literally your life here. And so I was like, okay, let's think of a compromise right now. Because I don't want to lose you as a boyfriend, and I don't want to lose him as a friend. Let's make a compromise to see how we can figure this out, okay? Your foot's there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, me and my other friend, completely different person, me and them sat down and they were like, let's think of a compromise, because I was freaking out and crying and like emotions. I hate that. I hate emotions. Okay, and so we eventually came up with a compromise that when I am with said guy, I have to have a third party, preferably fifth or sixth party. Like, you have to be in. You can't name drop me.
Oh my God! I thought. Wait, you have a TikTok?
No, I don't have a TikTok.
No. Well, you'll be fine. I mean, drop myself. Nothing's happening to me. You will be fine. Just go with it. Never name drop yourself. I know all after this. Just do it. You'll be fine. I'm
Fine.
starting this video. I'm tired of it.
Fine.
Sister.
Fine.
What is wrong with this kid?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm trying to talk.
Okay, you can.
Okay. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, okay, right. So the compromise with that guy is I had to have a third party because me and the guy, and then a third party because reliability, accountability, that type of stuff. Because Slender Man was paranoid that he was going to do stuff to me. And so I was like, he's not gonna, but just to keep your mind from spiraling, I'll make a compromise. And so we made a compromise, and that was the compromise. And I was perfectly fine with the compromise. And then, it subconsciously, it was never said. It was never written down. It was never texted. It was never nothing verbally or anything like that. It was just subconsciously said that I cannot hang around any other guy without a third party. After that compromise was made. Shane, you are my brother. It's different. Okay? So if I was trying to hang out with a guy friend, I had to have a third party. Or else Slender Man was going to flip out. Because he doesn't trust anyone except for two friends. Who are also my two friends. And I love those two friends. They are amazing people. But I need other friends or I'm killing myself. So, that's a joke. I promise you that, guys. That's a joke. I was just annoyed. My face was like, it was a joke. Okay, so, yeah, so subconsciously got basically told that I can't hang out with any other guys except for those two guys without a third or fourth or fifth or sixth or whatever party, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. And he would make a big deal of literally any other guy who would look at my general direction. Because if I walked into a room, hi, you're going to check out who walks in the room and goes right back onto whatever you're learning, right? Because you're in the classroom, the teacher's talking, the door opens, that's catching your attention, and then you're going right back to learning. You're just a quick look. Well, if a guy looked, God forbid, a male looked at me when I walked into the room, God forbid, he'd have a full-on crash out. So annoying to deal with. But hey, if another chick wants to deal with that, be my goddamn pleasure. have fun with that, because I'm not gonna. Your foot tripped me. You don't get a hat no more. You don't get a hat no more.
It was your fault. You're walking straight into me.
Thanks for the hat.
Okay.
God, you have a small ass head.
Give me my.
Bite your fingers off.
Thank you for this, whatever it is. Don't take my shit. Thank you for this.
I gave him back his hat, so he should theoretically give me back my shit. And if he doesn't, I'm killing him. That's a joke. I'm actually going to kill him, because if he does get killed later on in life and someone finds this video and then I could be thinking as a suspect, I didn't kill him. I will never kill him. I love the kid, but like, he annoys me. It's a joke. I promise I'm not going to kill the kid. Okay, anyways, sorry. That was random. Okay. And the third most important thing in my standards, some people might tell me to switch it. This is what I'm thinking, so deal with it. Is that, you know what, when I'm saying that, I am prefacing you as right now. I am a billion, gajillion, whatever is bigger than whatever I just said, okay? Percent okay with friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, mom, dad, cousin, aunt, dogs, cats, I don't care who you are, what you are, whatever. Coming to me and crying. You can cry about your family, the water bottle that broke on you today, how overwhelming school, work, college, like, come talk to me. I will gladly help you out through literally anything. I will gladly help you. But it was a very one-way street with Slenderman and me. It wasn't every night, but it felt like every night. So it would be like once, twice, 3, maybe 4 times a week he would be crying on call. And so I'd help him through it. And I would reassure the shit out of him. Make sure that he was done spiraling. And I was like, okay, he's okay now. We're good. But then afterwards, for the next 18 hours after that crying session, he would be hella sensitive. So I would be walking on eggshells. And I was like, I cannot do anything to trigger this kid, because I cannot handle another breakdown. Because it would happen so much, and I just can't handle another goddamn breakdown. Okay. But then, I'd accidentally, like, I would step on an eggshell, and I'd trigger him, and then we'd go crashing down again, and I'd help him. It was just a cycle, okay? And then sometimes we'd go, like, 48 hours of no crying, right? And then I triggered it, and then, like, yeah. And yes, it is my fault. I would trigger majority of the things. I think a parent's up. Now, Shane just went downstairs. I would trigger most of the things because I don't know his triggers, because he never told me any of his triggers. And so I would do, you don't have to cycle now. It was so annoying, okay? And so, like, I felt like I had to be the perfect little pristine little robot 24/7. So that I wouldn't have him spiral. And it would be perfect, right? Yeah, well, hi, I'm not a robot, I'm human. So I would have life eventually get overwhelming, and I would want to cry. Am I allowed to cry? Can I please cry? Well, I never cry because my mom, but like, that's a whole another thing. So I would cry once, twice, maybe 3 times. Every 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Dude, I don't cry often. It's just not who I am. I bottle it up. It's not healthy, I know. I don't care. So eventually when I do cry my eyes out, he'd reassure me ish, and I would just get over it basically all by myself, and I would be like, hey, we're all good now. And then, I'm not even kidding, 5-6 minutes later, he'd be bawling his eyes out because he thinks he's the reason that I'm crying. So then I would have to reassure him. When if he was listening to why I was crying, because I would tell him why I'm crying, he would not cry. Because he's never the reason I was crying. Ever. See how that contradicts there? He was listening, he wouldn't cry. But he wouldn't listen because he didn't care. So he would end up making himself cry. Do you see how that contradicts each other? It was so annoying. So goddamn annoying. And it was a very one-way street of he can only cry and I have to be the perfect one to reassure him all the time, and that's just not who I am. And I'm not saying that I'm the only one who can cry in the relationship. No. I barely ever cry, okay? And when I do, probably over like the dumbest thing. I broke my pencil that day, but it was just like the cat was shot, broke the canvas back, okay? Like it's just whatever, okay? And my partner, if they need to cry, come to me. I will give you loves and I will cuddle you until you're done crying. Like, let me love you, please. But I don't want our relationship just to be tears all the time. That's just not what I'm into. No, I'm good. And that's basically what it was all the time. It was just tears, and it was not fun for me. There were some other things, but like they're not as significant. Yeah, I said English right. People might call them significant because I told a couple of my friends and they flipped out over it, but I didn't flip out about it because like I didn't think it was that bad. But apparently it's that bad. So you know what? Might as well just say it. He would lie about the things we would do. So like, yeah, we kissed, yeah, we hugged, yeah, we made out, sure, whatever. But dude, this was so annoying and so dumb. But he would lie about like, or those kind of things. Things further than a makeout session. And so I was like, I don't want my boyfriend to look like a retard more than he already is. So I went along with it. God, I'm retarded. I'm the retard. Oh my God, I'm retarded. I'm killing myself. So yeah, I would go along with it and pretend all that shit happened. And I never really did. And I told my sister this, and she flipped out. She was the main person who was like, you need to like make this known to people that did not happen. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll tell you guys, I guess, because now it's on recording. It's out in the air. So there you go. I don't know. Don't ask me. So yeah, that was yeah. Okay. Well, we broke up, and he was crying, and he was like, "Can we please give us another shot? Can we please try? I will be better." But I already mentally broke up with him 2 months ago. Like mentally, I already broke up with him 2 months ago. Like, dude, I was just holding on because you said you'd change, and you didn't change. So I'm gone. Peace out. Don't die. Have fun. Please don't kill yourself. And one of the main reasons I never really broke up with him, like 2 months ago, the 6 month mark and stuff, is because he was super depressed and like his mental health was really bad, and it still is really bad. And like, so I'm so paranoid that I'm gonna get a text or a call from one of our friends, like our mutual friend, saying that he's dead because we broke up. Like, I am scared shitless. Okay, like I am absolutely generally terrified that I'm gonna be the cause of his death. And I know I say this to all my friends and stuff, that like, oh yeah, I don't care if I cause someone to die, yada yada. No, hey, I do care. I really, really, really do care if I'm the cause of someone's death, because I don't want that on my conscience. I don't like that thought. Like, I'm good. I do not want that. So I know I play it off cool because I play death off cool because, okay, I really don't care for death, okay? It's just death, okay? It might sound sensitive or heartless or whatever. I've heard it all, okay? Death is just death, and when someone dies, they die. Move on. It's literally just life. I don't grieve because I don't care. So, yeah, that's a little tidbit on me. And it was, I thought I was saying battery was at 10%, but no, that's just my headphones, so I don't care. But, anyways, so that's like a couple months ago update. Now for the more recent update. This is the fun shit. This is what I want to tell you, but I had to preface this. Gotta get background info, guys, info. Okay, so I got a boyfriend. What's a good nickname for him? we'll go with watermelon because I just saw watermelon wrapping over there. So we're going with watermelon. So like right after me and Slenderman broke up, I was texting my friends being like, yo, we're over. And at band camp, because I play the clarinet, there's this guy, Watermelon. He can drive. Shocker. People can drive. And I'd be like walking to band camp from my sister's house, right? And then he'd pull up and be like, get in, pimp! And the first time it was hilarious because there's like 4 other people in the car, and so I hopped on in, and I was like, I'm getting kidnapped! I'm getting kidnapped! It was crazy. It was so much fun. And then a weekish later, he drove by me again, and he was like, he just rolled down the window, honked at me, and I got so scared, dude. I got so scared when he honked at me. He was like, you know the drill, and I'm like, damn it, I'm getting kidnapped again. I'm getting fucking kidnapped again. God damn it. What the fuck? But so I'm like, yeah. If he saw me, he'd pick me up, and then that's how we started our friendship, and then we just chit-chat and have fun, have conversations. We got each other's numbers because like we wanted to have more conversations, and like it was just a fun little friendship. Because he's a good-ass friend, okay? He's a really good friend. Like, I cannot preface this enough. He is a good friend. Okay? And then, this thing in my chest decides to go doing some jumping jacks. And so, I was like, what the fuck? And so then I just sat there for like 2 weeks. Or more like a week. But I was like freaking out because I was like, do I need to tell him? Should I tell him? Should I tell him? Because like, I don't know, because he's like a really good friend of mine, and I really don't want to lose this friendship. Like, it's a really, really good friendship. Like, I really don't want to lose this. And like, my brain was retarded. And so then on the very last day of band camp, at our very first competition show thing, I told him. But like during our friendship, leading up, like that week leading up to that, I was like, dude, I like this guy. I don't know if I should tell him. And because he was my friend, I would rant him about him. Basically, it was retarded. I'm retarded. But this time it was it was known. It was known. I mentally did that. I chose to do that, not like how I did it with Ender, Slender Man. Okay. Slenderman was an accident. Watermelon was on purpose. There's a difference. Okay. So yeah, I was like, hey, Watermelon. He's like, hey, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm about to say. And he's like, oh yeah, because Watermelon is like genius smart. He's like crazy smart, okay? And so like, I was like, I'm pretty sure you pieced it together by now. And he's like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, see, I knew you would. Like, I 100% knew you would. And so then he was like, I will text you later about it though, because I gotta focus on this right now. And I'm like, yeah, of course. And so like I went home and stuff. I'm home. Me and my dad are out in the garage, and I was freaking out, dude. For like the last like 2 hours of that day, I was freaking out. And then my dad stole my phone, and it was just like a whole entire thing. It was so dumb and retarded. But then the very next day, which was the 1st of August, we went to, so the band was hosting a swim party and a movie thing. My ride to the movie thing totally forgot about me, so I didn't go to that. And during the swim thing, Watermelon and his friend group was hosting a campfire thing and invited me. And because it was last minute, like the night before the 1st, my parents did not have a week notice. I got like a maybe, which is not a no, so I was like, oh my god, the heavens might actually like me for once. And so then, like, I was getting all the details and I was feeding it to my parents. And so then, like, my dad got really pissed off that this was so last minute. And he's like, no, you can't go, and you can't go to the pool thing anymore. Like, just no, we'll talk about it when we get home. So when we got home, I kind of explained to him how it's not my fault and you shouldn't be yelling at me for the other teenagers who don't know how to make plans ahead of time. And he's like, oh, well, that's true. And I'm like, yeah. So then eventually I got to go. And that same day, the 1st, my cousin came down from another state. And so she's still here, actually. She's sleeping in my room right now because it's 5:40 in the morning. Anyways, so, yeah, no. So she came down. And so then my parents were like, well, we don't want to have her bored, so call up the host and see if, like, your cousin can come along because we don't want her bored. And so I called up Watermelon and had Watermelon call up the host because I didn't have the host number. And the host said it was fine. Watermelon called me back and said it was fine. And so then I told my parents that it was fine. I asked my cousin if she wanted to go. She said, hell yeah. And so then we went to the campfire. Mind you, the night before I told Watermelon that I liked him. And he said that he needed to think about it because he had some hurdles, like mental things. I don't know what, he still hasn't told me what they were. But there was mental things that he had to think about and logically, like, understand. And in my opinion, I would prefer someone to think about it before just saying yes because they're surprised or because they want to or because they're going to play me or whatever, right? Like, I'd rather someone think about it, okay? So I was perfectly fine with him thinking about it. And so then we go to the hangout, we watch a couple movies, we go out to make some s'mores, we order Taco Bell, we go in and watch more movies, and while we're watching one of the movies, Watermelon and I are sitting next to each other, and then he, like, holds my hand, it was like a whole thing, and, like, I got really happy. And then that night, when me and my cousin got home again, me and Watermelon called, and I was walking around outside, I was laying on the trampoline, and we had, like, one of the deepest talks I've ever had with someone before. Like, you guys know when your friends are dating with someone, right? And you just have those boring ass conversations, you have those funny conversations, you have those lighthearted, deep conversations, yeah, whatever, right? And then you guys cry together, that type of deep conversation, right? That's as far as me and Slenderman got, because he'd cry all the time. We could never really get past that stage into the actual sentimental, deep, heartfelt understanding of each other, which is where me and what's his nickname, Watermelon are at. I about name dropped him for a second. So me and Watermelon, we had the most heartfelt understanding. If you want to say lovey-dovey, go ahead, but, like, we understood each other. We got to know each other more, understood each other and everything. And then he was like, I still need to think about it. I'm like, that is okay, because, like, I'd rather someone think about it than just jump right in and break my heart later down the road. And my birthday was a couple days later. My birthday is the 4th, okay? My birthday is the 4th. Fun little fact. The 4th of August is my birthday. And so we celebrated it on the 3rd, where I invited Watermelon and a few other of my friends up to the house. And so we were here, we were hanging out, laughing, watching movies, playing pranks on each other, playing board games. We were just having a fun-ass time. And during those times, when we were watching movies, of course, it had to be horror, because horror movies are the best. We watched Thriller. I've never seen Thriller in my life, but Watermelon has seen it so many times, and he loves it, so he's like, come on, guys, let's watch it. And everybody was like, okay, sure, because they've never seen it, so we watched Thriller. It was actually pretty good. Really boring, but pretty good. So, during Thriller, because I am so scared of making people uncomfortable in life, I pulled out my phone, went to my notes app, and I was like, are you okay if I lay my head on your shoulder? I'm getting really tired. Like, are you uncomfortable with that? Like, tell me. I need to know, because I do not want to make you uncomfortable. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm fine with that. But he just nodded. And that's not good enough, because I'm not about to make you uncomfortable, because I can misread that nod as a yes, or a nod as a, like, yes, I'm fine, or yes, I'm uncomfortable with it. Like, I need you to verbally say it or verbally write it down. And so he wrote down, like, yes, he's okay with me laying his head on his shoulder, and I just passed out. I dozed off for like 5 minutes. And then my friends were screaming because apparently a scary part happened in Thriller. And so, like, I shot up. It was so funny. I shot up and I was like, what's happening? And then they're like, nothing, it was just a movie. And I'm like, oh. They're like, did you pass out? And I'm like, shh, I did not. So then I laid back down on his shoulder, but this time, instead of him just, like, being there, like, watching the show, he had his arm out like this, and like da 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 da, right? Like, yeah, and then it made me really flustered, and then I was really awake, and then I kind of just went on with life. But the night before, he was in a bit of a mental state, and so we called, and I helped him through it, luckily. And so later in the day of the hangout birthday party thing, I pulled him aside in one of my rooms. I say my rooms as in like the rooms of the house. I don't have multiple bedrooms. God, no. We're not that rich. We're not even rich. Ugh. Sorry. But like I pulled him into one of the rooms of the house, and I was like, hey dude, are you okay? Because like last night I know everything that happened. Like, are you okay? Do you need a hug? And he was like, yeah, I'd like a hug. And so I gave him a hug, and then we went out to the party, and like, yeah, right? Okay. And then eventually it was time for everybody to leave, and then me and Watermelon called again, and then he's like, I'm not even joking, I thought you were going to kiss me in that room. And I was like, oh no, God, no. We're not even dating, dude. Like, God, no. Oh, I forgot to say, when we were laying down on the couch watching a different horror movie, he was making a bunch of moves. Not like inappropriate moves, just like cute little wholesome like cuddles and laying his head on my shoulder and like really, really cute moves. And so then my brain was like short circuiting. It was very flustered, and I'm still very flustered. But my brain was like, well, hold your horses. Is this like I still need to think about this, or is this like, yes, I like you, we're dating? I don't know. So I pulled up my notes app again, and I was like, you've been making a lot of moves. I'm so confused. Are we dating, or do you still need to think about it? And then he's like, yes, we're dating. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, wait, hold up. So then I whispered in his ear, so we're dating? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, but you didn't even ask me. Dude, I don't know why I said that. I'm retarded. I'm killing myself. I'm not actually, but like, I'm screaming internally. I'm so mad at myself that I did that. And so then he whispers in my ear, it's so cringy. Some people hated this. I think it's cute. But like, he said, do you want to be mine? And I was like, yeah. It was... Oh, my dad calls me Twitter-pated because of how I've been acting about Watermelon. And for like the first week of my dad, when he found out, he's like, oh, sup, Twitter-pated? And I was like, I'm not Twitter-pated. He's just a... No, I'm Twitter-pated. I've come to accept it. I am Twitter-pated, people. Okay, anyways, so then like when we called later that day, he's like, I thought you were gonna kiss me in that room. And I was like, yeah, no, I was just gonna make sure you're okay. And then he's like, I wouldn't have been mad, just wouldn't have been shocked. And I was like, that's fair. And then like, he's a really sweet guy. He's very nice and very respectful, and I know these are bare minimum people. I know it's the bare minimum, but let me be excited about it because Slenderman did not do this shit, so let me be happy that it's actually happening, okay? So like we called, and then we just chit-chatted and had like another deep conversation, and like, yeah, we've been dating ever since. So yeah, my life is pretty good right now. I go back to school soon. I'm super excited. I love school. School is like the best time of my life. And people are like, oh, why do you like school? Like, yada, 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 right? Well, it's because I don't like my house. But, like, there's nothing wrong with my house. My parents are fine. They're stable. They're not divorcing. They're not angry. They don't hit me. Literally nothing. There's nothing wrong with my life, people. I just don't like my house. I like school. I like socializing. I know I'm weird. Surprise, surprise. But, that's, like, a quick update about my life. Oh, yeah, on the 12th of August, Watermelon and another friend of his that is in his friend group, and now that I'm merging in his friend group because, like, they're cool people, and I also want to understand I can say my boyfriend, Watermelon's humor a little bit more, so I'm just kind of, like, slowly merging myself in that friend group while, like, not at the same time to make myself not seem like a creep, but, one of the friends, She's amazing. I love her. Her and a guy have been dating. And so she's like, now that Watermelon has a girlfriend, how about we do a double date? And so in a couple of days, we could do a double date. I asked my dad, and my dad's like, as long as you don't piss me off until then, you can go. And so I have been like the perfect daughter because I really want to go because I want to hang out with my boyfriend and hang out with his friends because his friends are like the coolest people ever. So yeah, now I'm just like, here, don't mind the ice maker. It's making a lot of noise. Yeah, that's my life. That's a quick little update. Yeah. So, how are you guys doing? I kind of like left you for like a good couple months, probably more than 2, like a few months. I don't know how long I left you, but I left you, and I feel bad. So I will try and talk to y'all more when I remember. So yeah, super excited I got to talk to you guys again. So I love y'all. Bye. Don't die. Don't kill yourselves. Please don't do nothing. I totally forgot my outro, and I'm not about to go watch it again. So bye. Love y'all. Don't die.